Confucius, a famous Chinese philosopher, once said that there is a limit to human memory. A memory that a person holds on to the longest is the one they have practiced. When they just hear something, they cannot remember it for that long. It is soon forgotten. Things that a person saw with their own eyes last a little longer than if they just heard it. But the memories that last the longest time are the ones they have experienced. When someone can touch, confirm, and practice something, they are able to obtain understanding that is more than just a memory. The Israelites heard God's words many times during their desert journey for 40 years. Yet they often forgot. It was because they did not put it into practice. Since they did not practice it, they were not able to experience how their bodies could naturally remember. We must put it into practice. We cannot understand unless we practice. When we do not understand, we cannot remember. Do you think we can survive if we forget God's words? Let us open Matthew 7 together. Chapter 7, verse 21. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only what kind of people can enter? He who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. People who practice, those who do. Everyone. Even though there are tens of thousands of words, like precious gemstones written in the Bible, unless we put them into practice, they will have nothing to do with us and become no different than ordinary letters. It will be merely a list and combination of words on paper. We must practice. God is almighty. He can preach to all mankind in an instant and find all His children quickly. Isn't God omniscient and omnipotent? Though He can do it all by Himself, what is He trying to ascertain by asking us to do it? God wants to see faith that has action embedded into it. Let us read one more word from Micah chapter 4. Chapter 4 verse 1 says, In the last days, the mountain of the Lord's temple will be established as chief among the mountains. It will be raised above the hills, and peoples will stream to it. Many nations will come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. He will teach us His ways so that we may, what may we do? Walk in His paths. When God teaches us His ways, only those who practice them can fully understand. Because of this reason, He said that we must practice. When a person just watches from the side, he can never understand. A person who hears might be better, but still cannot understand. What should we do to correctly understand God's righteous ways proclaimed in Zion in the last days? It says, we may walk in His paths. We must be in a position to do it and practice it. Practicing is that important. Therefore, let us never delay doing it until tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Let us have a faith that practices everything that we learn immediately by asking all of our Zion family members to give much glory to Father and Mother. I would like to conclude the sermon. Thank you very much.